What's good, y'all? This MDS podcast, Money Don't Sleep LLC, featuring Skits, Jew Man. Like, subscribe, share this video. Click that bell so you can get notifications when I drop new content. How y'all niggas feeling?
What's the word? What's the word, man? What's the deal?
How much you about to drop in that final leaf?
Shit, the whole 3-5.
Man,
You
bullshit.
know, we can't roll shit but a
Man, that bitch
3-5.
look like a brown paper bag.
Yeah.
How you get into fashion, nigga? Because you like one of the freshest nigga on the east side.
Man, on some real shit, I got this shit from my Uncle June, man. I've been doing this shit since Uncle June days. You know
Yeah,
my Uncle June days, you feel me?
June.
But yeah, man, just been dripping. That's all I can do. I put this shit together. I'm a coordinator, stylist. Whatever they want to do.
This shit be funny as hell because I'm like, this nigga be dressing like he going to the club every day. This nigga just be going to the store. This nigga might not even go nowhere.
I'm going to the motherfucking driveway.
Go outside. Which one of your kids take the best pictures?
Oh, man.
Because I know you having the kids take pictures.
Yeah, they're the photographers, man. I'm had to say Lexi, my stepdaughter Lexi, she the pro with that bitch. She gonna get every angle, 90 degree. She on it.
Growing up with a step pops, you think that prepared you for that?
Yup, yeah. Growing up with my stepdad, yeah, prepared me for dealing with what I'm dealing with. You feel me?
Yeah.
For sure, because I know how to handle certain situations. You feel me? I know how they feel about having a stepdad. You feel me?
So you think you can handle their emotions better? Because like most niggas that got like step pops and shit, they be saying like how they like felt a certain type of way toward their step pop, and then when they became grown, they respect their step pop more.
See, like with mine though, like my stepdad, like I respect him from jump. You feel?
Mm-hmm.
So this shit, it came naturally to me with being a stepdad. You feel me? Because I was just already around that shit. I was molded already. You feel me?
Shit. Before dating a woman with kids, did you prefer to date women with kids or without?
Man, my whole goal was to give me one, just mine, nothing.
Yeah, I feel that.
You feel me? I ain't want her to be. I ain't want to be the second baby daddy.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, when I hopped in that field, nigga, my shit was like, I ain't want to date no chick with kids, but when I started dating chicks with kids, that made me want to have kids. I started getting kind of trigger happy and shit.
You feel
like she might be a good mother.
Yeah, because you start getting attached to the kids too, though.
She be already founded, so you be like, yeah, let me go ahead and.
No, my situation was different because some people like my kid's friendly. I was dating this chick where her son didn't fuck with me because he was so pro his pops. You feel me? Like he was riding for his pops. He wanted his mama to be with his pop. Oh, yeah. So this little nigga was like, fuck me for like a few months. You feel me? And I'm like, I like this little nigga. And she thought I had a problem with him because I'm like, dog, this nigga loyal as hell. You feel me? So a nigga used to be on some you ain't my daddy type shit, but he wasn't real disrespectful. He just wasn't like opening up with me. He wasn't playing with me or none of that shit. I reached to get a nigga a 5 and nigga just be like, what up? You know what I'm saying? Little nigga was like 2 or 3. So I'm like,
that, he already in that mode that early.
Yeah.
Though.
Man, then like once he came around, nigga, his pops hated me because one day, nigga, his pops was like, who all you love? And then that nigga dropped my name, and I'm sitting there like, nigga, he dropped my name because you a bitch ass nigga. You feel me? Because his son, like, I tried to take her out on a date, and this nigga be like, she had asked him like, yeah, such and such trying to take me out. Can you keep our son? That nigga be like, no, I ain't keeping you while you going whoop-de-whoop.
Damn.
So little nigga was at my crib, nigga. I'd be at work, her and him would be at the crib. So the dog started fucking with me. He would have never started fucking with me if his pops was on his shit.
That's what it be too, though. Like with my situation, like I was around their ass early. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they never disrespect me. You feel me? I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't be on their heels like that. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, still got a duty. You feel me? Yeah. I play my role. I know what I'm saying. No disrespect in the house. Get up, go to school, all that shit. Other than that, we cool. Ain't no issues, man.
So with you, like me, for instance, none of my kids, only my oldest son in the house due to the fact his mama not in his life like that, you feel me? But, that shit going back and forth between y'all niggas.
Cash.
Interview over. I hit that bitch. Y'all niggas, this nigga got some good weed, right? And then the nigga come with some better weed. Nigga like, no, we about to roll the better weed because I left the better weed at the crib. So I'm like, fuck all that. These niggas smoking real rapper weed. Y'all niggas be talking about rapper weed. Somebody said they got a meme. They was like, y'all rapper weed need a little more studio time.
Man. Tell them about so much fake weed out here, man. It's just the packs, man. Y'all falling in love with the packs, man.
The bitches are being sold everywhere.
You hear me?
Walmart.
Yeah, I got mine off Amazon. Look, I got mine off Amazon Prime.
Look, Amazon Prime, man. Amazon Prime is a great thing right about now.
And bloat it.
And then there's niggas in the hood that make them bitches. You can get your own pack. So if y'all selling weed and y'all want to get your own little bag, holla at a nigga in y'all neighborhood. The nigga will print them bitches up. You come up with your own little name. The niggas gonna think it's some Zazas.
Yeah, we coming up with that real strain though, that 5-6-7-4 strain. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely working on the strain.
It's coming soon. Not just the pack, the real weed. You hear me?
My oldest daughter and my youngest son, you know what I'm saying? We got, joint custody and shit. We split time. And like when they mamas dating, I feel like the niggas can't look me in the eyes. That shit make me nervous when I pull up and it be a nigga that can't look me in the eyes, or if they dropping my kid off and the nigga just be like trying so hard to look in his phone or focus on some shit. How you feel about that shit?
Shit. I mean, for one, I don't like a nigga that can't look me in my eyes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm that type. I don't give a fuck how type of time it is, what type of time we on. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. I just make sure everything I'm playing with the squad. As far as the squad meaning my motherfucking kids. You know what I'm saying? That way I get more communication with my baby mama. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna necessarily break it an issue because it'll cause friction. You know what I'm saying? Like between all three of y'all. You feel me? You don't want him raising no motherfucking ears. So like shit, I just play it like, you know what I'm saying, what's dog story. You know what I'm saying? Let that nigga know, you know what I'm saying, my hand ain't shit but respect. And I ain't concerned about shit but my kids. You feel me? I just went through that same shit. You know what I'm saying? I tapped the nigga on the shoulder, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, my nigga, she is not my motherfucking obligation, you feel me? But them two right there, that's my squad, you feel me? Them my kids, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever understanding you'll have, you know what I'm saying, nigga, I agree to it. But don't involve that shit when it come to me being father.
So basically what he's saying, he don't cock block his baby mama.
Yeah, no, I ain't
cock blocking at all either. Because I'm like, I ain't fucking my baby mamas. So I don't give a fuck what's going on with them, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, like you said, the respect level. Because like my oldest son, when his mom was around, nigga, he got into it with a dude she was dealing with. But dog didn't get on like no bullshit. He was cool. Because my son said some shit I had to check my son about. My son told that nigga like, it was about some cookies, some little simple shit. My son wanted some cookies, and the nigga was like, no, you ain't getting no cookies. My oldest son was like, my dad will shoot you in the head or some shit. And I'm like, dog,
he took it there.
Yeah, he took it there. I'm like,
what you say to him?
No, I told him you can't be threatening niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, if you got an issue with a nigga, you tell me. You feel me? And then we go from there. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, somebody that ain't in the right mind, they'll fuck you up. You see what I'm saying? Then I never know about it because you out of here. Like, bring that shit to me. I'll be telling my kids, I'm like, don't argue with no adults. If you got a problem with an adult, holler at me or your moms, and then
that's respectful. That's respectful shit. They don't do it like that no more.
Yeah, because
you don't see that shit happening no more, bro. Yeah, these kids disrespectful as hell.
Yeah, so I'm like, my son, he was on some bullshit with that one. My daughter, she be cool. My daughter mama be on go though. So it's like, even though I don't be fucking with my daughter mama, me and her be getting into it. When it comes to like my daughter mama be like turbo. Like I can't even play bad dad. Like I be wanting to be the aggressor, but I have to be like the mediator in the situation because she don't put no brakes on that shit.
I don't give a fuck what they do. All this shit ain't involved. I don't give a fuck.
I'm on the same time because I'm like, shit, my baby mama hit me up like, shit, I got a date. And you keep the kid, drop their ass off.
Drop them off.
And I'm glad all my kids at that age where they can talk and they can like rationalize. You know what I'm saying? My youngest 5. Like I hated that stage where my kids couldn't really talk. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't really, you feel me?
Tell you what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
My BM wouldn't let my son go nowhere with me until he was able to talk.
Yeah.
She was serious as fuck. Like, I'm like, damn, you serious with this? She was serious as fuck. That nigga want pointing and letting me know.
She want to ask you questions when he come back. Where you been?
No, but sometimes, like, that's some shit I agree and disagree with.
I feel that way.
Certain situations.
I feel that way for this kind of situation. Okay, if you got a daughter, I feel like your daughter should be going nowhere unless you know how to talk. If it ain't grandma's house,
see, my kids don't spend the night over people's houses. You feel me?
My kids never did.
Mine don't either.
Only house they spend the night over is their grandmother's house.
Like when my daughter was on the way, me and my daughter mama chopped it up about that shit. Like who would be able to keep the kid? I was like, shit. I'm like, oh, hell, she can't stay over my sister's house. You feel me? But it was just like certain situations. Like right now, they got some shit that like kind of went lightweight viral. Where King Von got his son, and then his baby mama like tripping on him, like, nigga, you be trying to take him on O Block and all this shit, you and all this type of shit. Nigga, bring me my son, and I'm calling the police.
You saying the little kidnapping shit?
Yeah,
I seen it.
Yeah, so like a nigga like him, I can see why his baby mama tripping like that, because I'm like, dog, you see them niggas, they just be shooting. Like the shit where here a dog, the little boy just got killed. So it just be like so much shit going on. Like I'm glad I ain't in no shit. I can ride up the street with my kid, but like perception is a motherfucker.
But then again, though, you just ride out the street with your kid, though.
I'm saying that's why I said at the end I'm like perception a motherfucker, because like even when I was dealing with my ex, she fucking with a nigga from a certain neighborhood. Her sister fucking with a nigga from a certain neighborhood. Her mama live in a certain neighborhood. So one day I pull over there with her kids and shit, and then I dip out. Then one day she hit me up, was like, yeah, my sister dude was like, yeah, you fucking with ops. I'm like, my nigga, you should have said that shit when I was over there. You feel me? Like, if you feel like I'm the op, nigga, we don't even know each other. You feel me? You just know who my niggas is. I know who your niggas is. But I'm like, the game more complex than that. Because it's like, nigga, if because it's full contact sports. So if you ain't had no type of contact with a nigga, the nigga ain't your op. Like, unless he had full contact with you.
Half of these niggas ops is each other ops over social media, dude.
That's all that shit is.
This shit ain't about no paper. That shit ain't about no motherfucking body dying. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit. That shit is all social media, over likes, over status.
Comments.
These niggas acting like grown ass bitches.
Really? The shit start off over all.
But you know what?
Somebody died.
And then fact.
The motherfucker died because you done cap so much. Now you done drew some attention to shit like that. Shit don't even. That's why I don't get involved.
And then there's a lot of shit be with the kids. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 31. You feel me? So maybe our younger cousins, niggas 16 and shit. I'm like, nigga, you too old to feed into some shit that a 16-year-old got going on and shit. These niggas got so much motherfucking crud. This nigga got a whole bullet on his shirt. I don't even know it. Oh, your ass. Like,
look at that bitch. Hey.
I know what it is, man.
But shit, what you doing? You tired of rapping, you?
Man, it's coming, bro. And see, the crazy thing is, though,
Skits dropping more than you,
man. Skits be out. The Skits be out, bro. Skits smooth, baby.
I come randomly occasionally, you know what I'm saying?
I hung my shit up. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I got it though, man.
Drew got heat though. He
He
don't want me to talk about it and want a nigga to put it out. He got some heat. I got some shit.
I know he got some bars.
It's coming.
He had them bitches when we was kids.
And man, you remember that shit?
Right?
Yeah, I still got some videos. I just gotta figure out how to. No, I got the camera. I just gotta figure out how to like modernize it or whatever the fuck, update the material where I can make it digital. So if I can make it digital, then that should be crazy. But yeah, I still got them. Only one tape I got.
The boxing.
No, I got the boxing. It's one where Craig had knocked out LaRonda.
No, all right. We need that.
Yo, the only person I think had that tape left was I had made a copy for Big Neck. Nigga, I was in E-Course chilling, and one of my niggas ended up having the tapes, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I was at his grandma's house. He ain't stealing or nothing, but I don't know what happened with the tape, but I know the tape was at his grandma's house, and I'm like, man, that shit was crazy. He knocked her the fuck out. That shit was crazy. They was trying to jump this nigga, and Craig was like, "No, I don't hit girls, whoopty whoop." They caught his ass with one. One of his reflexes was like, boom. And she fell face forward. I'm like, damn.
That shit had the whole hood laughing.
Man, I'm telling you, shit. And on that tape shit, we was in Star House, all that different type of
Staria.
shit. Yeah. This nigga. Yeah. Man, I had some. That's how I learned how to way up and all that shit. That shit was motherfucking school.
Man, school like a motherfucker, man. All I remember is your motherfucking brother with all the motherfucking shoes. Harrison,
Yeah,
man.
he still got them bitches.
Hey, you seeing that nigga shit, bro? I'm so fascinated with shoes. Like I said, I take a little piece of everybody that I grew up from, bro. And the shit just stuck with me, bro. Like, I'm a fanatic, bro. I got a real problem with this shopping shit. Counting my shoes, man. I got 234 pairs of shoes, bro.
No cap.
No cap on road. 234.
Harrison will be up there, but Harrison always stay at like 40. 40 to 60.
And then I bet you those, but those 40 mean something.
Yeah.
Those 40 is OGs.
Yeah, because you know, like,
I got one pair of shoes that's worth $2,500. You got to understand what you got.
The ones I think you got that I wanted, that I tried to get, but I couldn't get them. It was the Ben and Jerry joints. You got some, right?
You talking about the Ben and Jerry's, the
Chunky
dunks?
Yeah.
I ain't get them.
Damn, I thought you
and
had them bitches. I wanted them bitches back.
After seeing them in person, bitches ain't even.
They bitches look good on the internet when I was on.
And as soon as you see some shit, you gotta see that shit in person. You gotta see it in hand. When you see the shoe in hand, bro, you get a whole different perspective of that bit. Like, nah, this bitch ain't it.
Yeah, them bitches.
The prices been dropped on them right now. Niggas was paying $2,000 for them bitches. Them bitches ain't going with shit but $900, some shit.
Yeah, them bitches. Man, that shit. I wanted them bitches, but yeah, this how this shit was with Harrison though. Like me, if the shoes was hard, I wear them, and I was like short, so I like was under like I like looking at like tall niggas like Charles Barkley when he was dropping his shit. You know what I'm saying? Shaq original shit before he did the the other shit.
So you was fucking with Shaq shit?
No, his original shit before he
was like the Reebok shit.
Yeah. All right, so
Kazams or
yeah. So I was fucking with
his magic shit.
Yeah, so I was fucking with that shit, because them niggas was big, Patrick Ewing and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Because I was short. And then Harrison was like, nigga, I only want jorts. That nigga, he waited to his 20s to start wearing other shoes. Nigga, that nigga just buy all jorts. That shit used to just be crazy. Like, when we used to get money, he used to buy shoes and No Limit CDs. That's the only thing he used to spend his money on.
First thing a female look at when she look at
dog food, going out, and
she gonna look straight at your mother. She gonna go straight. She gonna see it. She gonna look at you first. Then she gonna look right down.
Like, what's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, I make sure my shit smooth. Like, these my work shoes. You feel me? But like, I make sure my shit smooth. But I don't be giving a fuck about shoes like the next nigga.
I got all this shit, you feel me, from designer to Jordan, you feel me, but I don't take the shit, you know what I'm saying, that shit, you feel
this
me?
Nigga take that shit, that's a sport for this nigga.
That's what he do, you feel me? That's his motherfucking motivation, his grind, you feel me? He gonna get understanding, that's what he gonna mark that shit in. But like, shit, I just, like, he know I got all that shit times 3, you know what I'm saying? But I just never took it that serious.
When you first got out, right? Nigga, you posted a picture, was like, is this it? This nigga commented like, nah, that ain't it. It was like, I don't know what belt it was. It was a belt.
No, I sent the motherfucking belt to him.
Oh, and he posted.
And I was shopping. They was taking me shopping when I first came home. And it was posted, I'm looking for MCM. You know what I'm saying? The brand I got on, I'm like, is this the fucking belt? He like, hell no, don't get that fucking belt. I'm like, cuz this bitch got an M on it, it's on, I know what I'm doing. I leave the store with the belt. And he's like, bitch, I'm about to post that.
Hey, niggas don't got me, nigga. I went to Reub funeral with some Kohans on, and this nigga, free Jetto. This nigga zoomed in on my shoes and was like, man, first he made a post like, I can't believe this nigga J Cash did my brother like that. My brother Reub, you a whole ass nigga. So everybody's like dropping eyes type shit. Like, what the fuck this nigga, what type of time this nigga on? So niggas thinking I did like some whole shit, and I'm like curious, like what the fuck this nigga talking about? Then this nigga post a picture of my shoes, and then this nigga Mail make a GoFundMe to give me some shoes and shit. I'm like, these niggas, dog.
I'm telling you. I don't need to play with some irritating ass niggas.
Man, I'm telling you. And then I'm like, one of my cousins had he was in a pen from I say from like '07, '06 to fucking like 2015. So when he got out, he seen like niggas jumping on me. He was like, man, your niggas don't fuck with you like that, man. They always talking shit about you. And I had to explain that shit to him. He still don't really get the shit. And I'm like, dog, these the type of niggas like when Big Rube got killed. Niggas crying, niggas
See,
sad.
niggas don't understand, bro. Even when a nigga sad, bro, we still finna laugh, bro. We finna.
Yeah.
My
This
family
nigga
is
Rube
crazy,
was
bro.
like, this nigga Lil Rube was like, nigga, my dad got killed in some construction boots. Dog, mind you, this Big Rube ain't been dead for like 5 hours. It was like under 5 hours.
Dog, these niggas crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling sad because, I feel sad because I know Big Rube, but it's his pops.
We had
so it's like, fuck my feelings for real.
We over June for real, bro, man. Sandy coming in that bitch, man. Sandy see June in the casket and shit. Sandy, you remember Sandy used to smack his head like this. He smacked his head and run up out that bitch fast as hell. Fuji, all them laughing, blazing his ass on the side. I'm like, dog, these niggas still laughing in this bitch.
But you know, Sandy,
I'm still laughing too, though. You feel me? I'm like, dog, fuck it, dog. This shit.
These niggas,
but Sandy is like June's oldest son.
At the same time, motherfuckers gotta learn this, man. Don't let a motherfucker tell you that ain't on the outside, that ain't in how we in, man. Yeah. Don't fuck with you, bitch. You know we love you, bitch. For sure.
Yeah, but I'm like, dog, I was telling niggas, I had told cuz, I'm like, dog, these the type of niggas that come to my funeral, roast whatever I got on. Like, you feel me? That bitch a perfect ass
Yeah, Skits so.
But yeah, so that's what it is. But how did you get into rapping and shit?
Shit. Got into rapping. I got into rapping shit.
Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne had everybody in the hood. I'm like,
everybody in the hood hook, bro. Yeah. I got into this shit fucking with Relly D and Travis. You feel me? My nigga Travis.
Travis did some funny ass shit. One day we in the basement. Speaking of Wayne, nigga, we listen to I Miss My Dog. We just got the CD riding because that whole Carter One bang.
The whole Carter One is putting on the play.
So niggas get high and shit. I'm the only one that ain't smoked that time. Niggas hide in the bitch. We in the basement chilling, listening. I Miss My Dog come on. This nigga Travis started crying. We like, what's wrong with you? This nigga like, oh no! I'm like, dog. This nigga was hiding the bitch and just started crying like, off I Miss My Dog. Hey, ain't no, but look, everybody was alive back then too. So it wasn't like he could blame it on. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was alive.
Yeah, man. Wayne had an influence on a lot of niggas, man. Yeah, but it was back in the day, bro. I was rapping with my baby and shit. You already know. Me, you, shit.
You say Wayne got you into a skit?
No, it was Wayne for my nigga.
You already know.
What about you?
It was Jeezy.
You know this nigga love Jeezy, man.
Jeezy, I thought you was gonna say Memphis Bleak.
No, I don't know why.
Not the Bleak.
Bleak, shout out to Bleak.
That nigga had the hardest part in state property.
He come hard and everything.
He was one of the freshest niggas until Cam came back around.
You feel me? Yeah, Bleak was cold. Bleak was my nigga.
Bleak stayed solid all the way through. He never fell out with none of his niggas.
Shit, who wouldn't stay solid if you were JC?
No, I'm just saying a lot of them niggas start doing like bitch ass shit, bro. Dissing Jay and all
niggas, the whole industry was on some bullshit back in the day for sure.
But Jay-Z like his uncle. This nigga say Jay-Z used to come to the hood. This nigga have a pack. Jay-Z be like, oh, what you selling? And Jay-Z would throw that nigga shit in the garbage, all different type of shit, and show this nigga different shit. Bleak say the best thing Jay ever did for him was after he put him on Reasonable Doubt. He was like, shit, he had money, he was straight. And he was like, Jay-Z was like, nigga, you own as quick as you can remember this verse. Pass the nigga the verse, he knocked that bitch down. So this nigga say he on Reasonable Doubt dropped. This nigga say he fucking all the bitches in the projects. He got some money in his pocket. He dropped out of school. He say Jay-Z working on his second album. Jay-Z told this nigga to pull up to drop a verse. That nigga ain't pull up. Jay-Z was like, all right, you on punishment. Jay-Z went on tour with Biggie, and nigga, he was hearing about it because, niggas called back to the hood. Right. And this nigga said he was in the project sick. And then before he went on the tour, he wanted Bleak to hop on the song. He popped up at Bleak apartment in the projects. Bleak was in that bitch with a chick, and he was like, "Yeah, I got your ass." And he was like, "Nigga," Bleak was like, "Shit, I've been doing everything that nigga said after that." And that shit worked out for that nigga. All them Brooklyn niggas, and it just be like crazy because like a lot of niggas don't know, nigga. Tata brother was the king of Brooklyn. There's this nigga named Danny Diamonds. He got killed in like a car accident, and they said that nigga had that bitch sold up. But you say Jeezy for you? Which Jeezy for you did it?
First one, chop it up. The motivation.
What did it for me, nigga? My pops, you know what I'm saying? My pops turned 60 next month, nigga. He had me listening to Easy E, Ice Cube back in the day. I didn't even know NWA was a group till I was probably like 8. So I was fucking with them niggas like individually, you know what I'm saying? But nigga, Easy was the hardest nigga to me.
But you see, Ice was writing this shit.
Ice was writing this shit, but Easy was the gangster. Easy one ducking, no rape.
I'm from where motherfucking Blades, the Cheddar Boys, them niggas had a lot of do with my growing up. A lot of like I learned a lot about, you know what I'm saying, New York and shit. You know what I'm saying, when I got older, but like shit. Me, I always rocked around with the fuck I grew up with, you feel me? Or who I grew up listening to. You know, so fucking with our older cousins, you know, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Malik, you know what I'm saying? Cocaine Eddie, shout out to that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I stayed fucking with Malik.
See, my shit was like, I remember Street Lords dropped. I didn't really like it like that at first. I feel like that shit went over my head, but I was in E-course.
How
I was living. Over your head? I'm telling you, I'm about to tell you how the process went. So I'm like, it was smooth, but it wasn't like as hard as it is. You know, Rollies on TikTok. That bitch classy. So, nigga, I'm in E-course and shit. I'm like, it's a group, Eastside Cheddar Boys drop. I'm like, I gotta grab this shit because I'm an Eastside nigga and I'm in E-course. And I grab that bitch, nigga, I instantly, nigga, straight through. Like, nigga, I'm feeling this shit. You feel me? And then I'm hearing Jesse James and shit on that bitch. Then I double back to, because Rollies on TikTok came out first. So I double back to that bitch and that bitch made more sense. But, nigga, a lot of niggas was sleeping on Tough Tone back then, too.
Them niggas got shit that still turning motherfucking club, matching, you know what I'm saying, party or whatever the fuck you is.
You drop Old Boy,
that bitch still
Pimpin' Is My Style, all that shit.
Any of that shit still gonna go crazy.
That nigga Lil Dre used to go crazy.
All them niggas used to go nuts, you know?
And then Lee, he had the City Soul, but he just wasn't producing enough music and he wasn't just, you know what I'm saying? Lee could have on the streets, man. Yeah, that's how it be. Niggas be sidetracked. That's why I be like trying to tell niggas.
Motherfuckers be having a life too. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we don't know. You feel me?
Yeah, we
just
know that.
We just know from the fans standpoint, like shit, nigga. What's up?
Well,
with that music,
we behind you, nigga. Do it big, nigga.
That's all we want.
That bitch went
when that nigga said same clothes from yesterday, that's what everybody on the east side was going through.
And before he said it, you peeped like, damn, I was in this bitch yesterday, and I'm still straight.
Then that nigga was like, nigga, my stomach hate shaking hands on my back. I'm like, nigga, you know how many times we was chilling on the block hungry?
You know, nigga had hits. We banging this shit, man.
But Blade made you want to be a boss. That's the thing with Blade spoke that shit into existence. That's why I'm like, Blade
made the whole city boss up, like literally.
It was that, and there was another thing. It was like when you a kid or you a Detroit nigga, your imagination take you there. What Blade was talking about, because you be like, when I get money, that's how I'm supposed to do it. Like, I ain't know niggas was buying knockoff rims and shit until Blade was like saying it. It was like, nigga, those rims you bought, they did not cost. Those are knockoffs. Whoopty-whoop. You feel me? So I'm listening to Blade. I'm like, he putting me up on game. So then you had like Herc. Nigga, Herc used to say some shit that make your face go crazy. Then there was a nigga named D. Skrills. He could have took off. I feel like he ain't put out enough music, but he was on Turbulence. That nigga had some crazy bars. I want
to know why Tom stopped going hard like how he was. He just got into like some party dancing.
It always be
he went to Atlanta. Motherfucking Jazzy Faye did some
what the fuck that was about.
But in that run, he came out with the crazy shit. Love the way she doing it. What up, though?
That's
Yeah, there
he
was.
got the whole motherfucking
Right now
world
he back rapping though.
Detroit be like, what up,
Because he his last 3 projects that nigga on that bitch
what
rapping.
the fuck?
Yeah, that's directly what it was. Remember Ed from the hood, from 6 Mile? They used to, that nigga went to Cali, came back, nigga, with some whole nother other sound, nigga. And one day we shooting dice, and I was fucking with this nigga. I'm like, this nigga Ed went to Cali, got lost in the valley. Niggas was dying laughing because the first song he came back with, he had a whole project. The first song played, "Don't drink, don't smoke, don't sell dope." I'm like, nigga, you doing this shit right now? You feel me? Like, this is what you doing. Yeah, no, he just was like, he wanted to try something different. But I'm like, bro,
I don't feel no nigga should be rapping about shit they ain't doing, bro.
Yeah, because I'm like
some Takashi shit now.
I want to say that, you feel me? Because, you know what I'm saying, painting a picture sells. You feel me? If you ain't, if you just, but
like
if you ain't,
push.
Yeah, but if you ain't, you know what I'm saying, like really out here, you know what I'm saying, don't put yourself out here to where you would be fucked up, you feel me? Or you would be scared to bring your ass outside. You feel
right,
me?
that's what I'm going with.
Just if you gonna talk your shit, you know what I'm saying, you gonna sell your music, go ahead and do that. You feel what I'm saying? You gonna say some bullshit, you got the Bentley, you know you ain't got the Bentley. If it sound good on the motherfucking song,
but I'm saying speak that shit into existence. So like you can rap that shit, you gonna pull it.
Everybody talking about street shit now.
I don't like when niggas bring their beef and they be talking about their ops because like Detroit play full contact sports. You feel me?
Yes.
So when a nigga like how them Chicago niggas be dissing their homies and all this shit, and like them LA niggas be dissing niggas, they be like Sue Whoop and Crip and all this, even though niggas do Crips and Bloods here, you know what I'm saying? But what we don't do really is diss their homies because niggas coming. Like Detroit niggas don't say, oh, I can't go to that store because that's this other nigga hood. Bitch, we going to that store. You feel me? So we gonna see each other and nigga, we gonna shoot that shit. And that's the thing. Like nigga, we don't do the diss records like we see that shit with Blade and all them like proof. Like D12 versus Royce the 5'9". We didn't know them niggas was riding around with guns for each other. You feel me? But that's the type of time, nigga. We can rap. We can out rap anybody. Nigga, I don't give a fuck where you from. Detroit niggas can out-rap any fucking body lyrically, nigga, melodically, whatever type of form of rap or music, singing, anything. We'll fuck you up. You feel me? But that this record shit don't fly out here because somebody gonna get shot at, somebody gonna die. It might be your homeboy.
It's too small, man. Y'all think this city big, man.
But we all small, fucking the same hoes.
It's too small, man. It's too small.
On second fuck.
Nigga, and like if I ain't fuck, one of my niggas fuck, and that's just how I look at it. So the shit, that's just how I judge women. That's why I'm like, shit. When I get on a chick and I'm like, I'm thinking about taking her serious, I be showing niggas pictures. Like, you know this bitch. You feel me? Because a nigga might hit you. A nigga might hit you with a story. Nigga, we had some crazy shit going on. I remember I had a chick come to your crib. And they came with Reub. I couldn't make it, nigga. I was in like E-course and I was at my ex crib and I was trying to make it back to the east side and I couldn't because of a certain situation. Nigga, there was like about 13 niggas that rammed this bitch. They say Lil Reub hit this bitch for like 13 seconds. They was like, this nigga Reub hit this bitch so fast. Before free Reub. They say Reub nutted so motherfucking fast. This bitch couldn't even turn around. She probably didn't even know he fucked. I'm like, man, that shit crazy. Man, Lil Reub.
That was a crazy day, man.
Yeah.
We got a little bitch, man. Hell, man.
Yeah.
Eat.
Over there on the what?
I don't know nothing about it.
We got our 8 Mile by it was 8 Mile food back then. 8 Mile pancake house.
Yeah.
She's of an 8 Mile pancake house, bro. Get round the gas. So she claimed. We young then. We don't know what the fuck going on. We like, shit, come into the house and we have you get some gas. Shit, we ain't even know shit then. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But she thick as hell, though. We like, damn. Man, my next door neighbor, like, oh, man. Y'all, she trying to take her in that back room. We just moved out the house on Fairport and shit. Y'all take her in that back room, man. It was $20 for y'all. Nigga. He gave us $20. We like, shit, come on, come back here. This money, you want your gas? Bitch took us to the back row. Everybody in that bitch ran. We taking turns.
That's what I'm like. That's how
we
that
taking
shit
turns.
works.
Nigga, and the $20 we got right to gave her, Real took that shit back in her pocket. She left out that shit. She mad as hell.
Man, that's
where's the money at? Y'all can't do that shit. Y'all wrong as hell.
Man,
like,
that shit.
Get the fuck out.
Look, that type of shit be happening. I'm telling you.
He took the Twinkie back, bro. See him pop 7
It's
niggas
a nigga we know. I ain't gonna throw him out there right there, right? You know the chick too. This bitch was chopping up with one of our niggas on Moco Space.
Moco Space. I ain't heard that shit. So
This how long ago this shit was. This about like 2010 to 2011, somewhere in that window. So they chopping it up. He tell a bitch, I'm gonna give you $200. You let me and my mans run you whoop-de-whoop. He actually give her the 200. You feel me? One of my niggas end up smashing her and dipping. Then he like, they make it outside. This nigga strong arm robbed her basically for the $200. He wrestling with her. She a little short chick, so he got her all in the air. This nigga probably about like 230. Get the money back. This bitch called the neighbor, end up calling the police. They end up getting this nigga. This nigga end up pulling up the phone, and that's how he got out of that situation. But I'm like, dog, you could have been up the road for rape.
Right. Fast.
But really, you strong arm robbed the bitch.
I'm glad all my niggas, all my brothers, we ain't never go through that.
We need that part.
Yeah, and we don't hang with deadbeats.
We need that part, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Shit, that's one thing though I love about our hood. Amon, we ain't got no rapists or rats in our hood.
I don't even know about no rats.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
we don't get too much sex offender shit about our dogs, but I don't know about no rats. You feel me?
I'm saying to my knowledge. I'm saying A-Mile. I'm saying A-Mile. I'm saying like as far as our niggas go, the niggas that I know that from A-Mile that ratted, they claim 7 Mile. So that's why I say that shit. So I'm like,
see what I mean?
You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit, that's y'all problem, not nigga.
See what I mean?
But shit, you from the end, so where you from on the end?
Shit, I stayed all through that bitch. That's my whole stumping ground.
My grandfather had owned the house over there. I didn't know him. He died before I was born, but his wife still had stayed over there. Mm-hmm. I used to be over there. They had this big ass house where it had the kitchen that go upstairs. But like the workers back in the day, my grandfather bought one of them big ass houses.
Yeah, I stayed all through.
He tried to shit on my grandma. I ain't know that shit as a kid though.
Shout out to my niggas, man. Shit, you know, Marston, you know, some Melbourne. You know, shout out to them boys, man.
Man, my pops was like my pops an E-course nigga. He went to school over there because it was more competitive to go to Northend. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, shit.
Competitive as far as what?
Football, sports, anything.
Oh yeah, I played for Northend. Shout out to the Jayhawks.
Like as far as like E-course is a smaller market. You feel me? So like if you want to get better in sports, niggas come to the city. You feel me? So like right now,
but they got a lot of white coaches out there in E-course, right?
No, black. See, E-course is a black city, but they got like a white side and they got a black side. Then you got the Mexicans because of the Mexican town. So it's like a lot of Mexicans over there too. So like the Mexicans, you might meet a white Mexican that hang with the Caucasians, you feel me? Or you might meet a black Mexican that hang with us, you feel me? So it's going to be either or. And then some of the white dudes hang with us and some of the white dudes just, you know what I'm saying, straight Caucasian.
So who started playing for the Jayhawks? Your pops?
No, my pops, yeah, he went over there. He, my grandfather bought a house in E-course when he was with my grandma. And that's where my pops was raised at. My grandfather had the bread, so my pops was like, shit, I'm about to move with my grandpops. With my pops. So he moved on the North End with them, and he was like, them niggas was on his ass on the North End.
Yeah, it's little.
Because back then, that's when they had NEP, the North End players.
Shout out to them boys, man.
Yeah, so that's who he said was on his ass.
Original, man.
So that was in the 70s. So you know what I'm saying. So that's how that shit was. But then my pops was like, he got cool with some of them niggas, but he was like, some of them niggas was just like, shit, if you ain't from the end, they don't fuck with you at all. And he was like, that's how some of them niggas was coming.
Cause like, man, over there, that's like the North End, like we in the heart of the motherfucking city. You feel what I'm saying? a lot of shit they don't include us into a lot of shit. You feel me? You know how that shit
because
is.
our Luke is all that. But y'all are East Side niggas, but y'all for real East Side niggas.
We really,
but you know what happened is y'all elders, like, you know what I'm saying, when the shit was forming and niggas was clicking up, y'all separated yourself from everybody. You see what I'm saying? So y'all like kind of like your own city. Like when you drop a bitch off on, like, I'm an East Side nigga, you a North End nigga, but me from being out from the outside, when I drop a bitch off on the North End, it's like I'm dropping a bitch off in a whole new city. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Because it'd be like y'all not really connected to like
nothing though.
Yeah, you feel me?
The heart of this bitch.
You feel me? So it's like if I drop a bitch off on 7 Mile across Woodward, I'll be like, shit, okay, you fucking with these niggas. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I'm in this hood, but like, yeah, I wouldn't compare y'all to Highland Park. No. But y'all like y'all own city.
Shout out to them boys.
Yeah, some real niggas out there. But I'm saying I wouldn't compare y'all to nothing. But it's just like it's different. My brother, I got a brother from Northend. Like I ended up meeting him when I was like 13, but I got to know him when I was 21. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me and my brother locked in.
But it is all love over there.
He from Rosedale.
Yeah, it's all love over there. Shout out to the Rosedale family. It's love over there, man.
I forgot. I don't know the street my grandpa's house was on. They might still be over there, but my grandfather was getting money. So he had a 3-bedroom home in Ecorse. Then that nigga bought like a big ass house on the North End, nigga. When I was a kid, I used to run through that bitch because he was dead then.
King.
I don't know. All I know is
like all the big houses at home in North End on King.
It might be, but it wasn't far from Rosedale.
No, it would probably like 4 to 6 blocks down if I'm coming right. But yeah, it'd be like on King.
Nigga, because I used to be fascinated. Like, nigga, you can go upstairs from the kitchen. You feel me? Now I know why you can go upstairs from the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
His ass. Flabbergasted.
Man, I'm telling you, the carpet, all that shit, that bitch was hard. And then my pops had all like the nostalgia type shit, like the shit they kept from like the past and shit. Like my pops like, yeah, that used to be my moped down there. That bitch don't work no more. But yeah, I used to whoop-de-whoop with this shit. And you see like certain shit like that, but nigga, the house was big than the bitch. You know, I'm like my grandfather, like now looking back, I'm like my grandfather was trying to shit on my grandma, like, yeah, you can keep that house, you got that house in the divorce. You feel me? And my grandfather took the fucking, like, as I got older, I found out he took the fucking furniture. But yeah, that shit was a different time. But shit, who y'all fucking with in the city, like as far as rappers, who is your top 10? Like overall, Detroit.
Shit. I don't really listen to nobody if it ain't the gang for real. Shit.
I'm saying overall in the city top 10.
Shit.
So I know Blade in there. I know some East Side Cheddar boys in there for your shit.
Yeah, Blade, you know what I'm saying? Mill, Kid, Doug.
Doug slept on. Like sometimes he drops some ass verses. But when he be descriptive, that nigga Doug go crazy.
I'm fucking with Doug because of the fact that nigga putting the fuck on. And when they turn his ass on in the club, they know what to turn on.
No, I'm saying like that cypher shit, niggas sleep on it. He got one of the best verses. I like his verse better than I like Eminem verse on the cypher. I like Payroll verse better. I like Kid verse better.
They treated Eminem, you know, because how he is.
Fuck Eminem.
Right. That's why I said they.
We fucking with Bad Boy Mill. We fucking with Cash Kid. We fucking with Swine. We fucking with Band Up Young.
Hey, I got a question. I'm gonna cut you off. How did you feel about M dropping? He was like, I'm from 8 Mile and Hood.
Who said that?
Eminem said that on the cypher. How did you feel about that?
I didn't even hear that. I ain't hear that either.
You ain't hear the cypher on Big Sean?
Yeah, I heard that shit. I just listened for my gang.
He was like, I grew up on 8 and Hoover. I'm like, bitch, nigga, it's a boys and girls club that need donations. That's how I feel. I'm like, you ain't put no parks in your hood, none of that.
You know, shit.
Because, like, growing up, me and you, we grew up over there. You was over there. You feel me?
I'm
Through all
heavy
that.
through on the east side.
But I'm saying over there, you was on G Block and all that shit.
By my mama plenty times on the east side, so yeah, I'm heavy on the east side.
And I'm just saying, in our hood, so in the A and Hoover area, you was over there. Me and him grew up over there. We don't know nobody that know that nigga.
Like you said, fuck that nigga.
That shit bothered me. I'm saying, like, nigga, I felt like Nipsey when Nipsey was like, don't say the hood unless you paying, nigga. But that shit bothered me, but my top 10 would be like Blade Wine, Herc, and Tough would be number 1 for me. My number 2 spot would go to Lee.
So you like a lot of old niggas.
No, I'm just saying them the legends to me. Like, nigga,
The
when
legends,
I was a
the
kid,
legends cool to me, but you ain't riding around the city. Ain't nobody playing the legends.
I'm saying I'm
I
still
respect
playing
every legend. Though.
No, I'm saying that's it. I'm saying this is going
Hurt
on the list.
Hurt don't get to shine like I. You know what I'm saying? Like I.
Because he ain't put out enough music.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Herc rap niggas out their shoes.
I'm talking about some lyrical shit too.
Herc would rap niggas out their shoes.
I don't too much think nobody fucking with Kid lyrically in the city like that.
Hell no. That's what I'm talking about right now. We talking about.
But Herc set that standard. I feel like Herc.
You can't fuck with Kid.
I feel like he won
this new
new shit, but I feel like a nigga won fast forward through Herc verse.
No, hell no.
I'm saying a nigga would remember Herc verse. I feel like with the rap shit, like it goes song for song. If they did like a whole project, Herc and Kid, I feel like niggas would respect Herc more. Like right now, niggas, Kid is our Cassidy. Kid is like a real hood nigga.
I think Detroit Wayne, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the Detroit Lil Wayne, bro.
He just come
I don't give a fuck.
No, my thing with Kid, I be like, certain lines you be like, okay, I could have thought of that, but some lines you be like, hell no. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga brain?
Look, you understand this, bro? Everybody done said a line somebody done said before, and some of them might be simple. You feel me? But at the same time, think about how many motherfucking metaphors he giving you in one song. Think about how many songs he got.
Yeah, but that's
his body of work is already there.
My thing is, I'm happy that Cuz finally found a way to kill a beat. You feel me? Because he already had the bars, so right now he an artist, and that nigga be going ape shit, and I be sitting there like, nigga. Then what be making me happy is like when I be at work in the plant. Sometimes I be walking to the bathroom and I hear my niggas playing. You feel me? And I'm like, niggas don't know. I know these niggas, and that shit really be like, hell yeah. You feel me? So it'd be some shit like that, and then it'd be like, these niggas don't know, cause at first it'd be like, nigga, we playing the nigga shit, and then it's like the world playing the nigga shit. Like my first time, nigga, I'm at Ipsy, a nigga playing Team Eastside. Nigga, when I'm in motherfucking Toledo, a nigga playing Team Eastside. I'm like, hell yeah, my niggas on. Cause you know what I'm saying, you know, with the Hustle King shit and all my times with them niggas, it just be different shit. So like when like 4-2 shit, a 4-2 nigga saved my life. You feel me? For real. Nigga, them East Warren niggas was on my ass one day, nigga, cause the first day a nigga tried to jump me. Yeah, so first day a nigga tried to jump me, nigga. I get snuck, nigga. I run across the street because I'm at a bus stop. I don't know who behind me. So I run across the street, throw my shit up, and then I'm like, a whole crowd of niggas, like 30 niggas try to like rush me. I'm by myself. I'm at Finney. I'm on East Warren. I get the fuck on. I'm like, fuck that shit. I caught the 7-mile bus on motherfucking Casual and Harper. Fast forward, all the Hustle Boy niggas like writing me on Facebook like, nigga, why you run, whoop-de-whoop and all this shit. So I'm like, I'm gonna see if these niggas my friends tomorrow. You feel me? Cause you know how that shit go. A nigga see you get jumped and then you be cool with it, nigga. You be like, damn, I hope this nigga jump in, and the nigga never jump in. So next day, I see Boss Hog JT, Hustle Boy JT. Nigga like, nigga, yeah, niggas was trying to get me in that shit. I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying, you my nigga, whoopty whoop and all this. So fast forward, nigga, I ain't had no problems the whole school day. I go to the pad rally, all this shit, nigga. Get out of school, walk up Southampton, make a write up on motherfucking Casual. I make it by like 4 houses up the block. Nigga like, there you go, right there. I'm like, damn, why niggas ain't trying to jump me all day? Cause I was prepared. You feel me? I was prepared because I was prepared for the bullshit. But my little cousin was like 6'2" at the time. He was with me. So next thing you know, niggas started trying to jump me. A nigga that was shorter than me tried to scoop me. I'm like, hell yeah. Nigga, I was kneeing the shit out of this nigga and this shit, catching this nigga, but everybody else was scared to like rush me. Nigga, JT running around the crowd, like this shit going on. This shit felt like it's going on for like a minute, but all actuality, this shit might have been like under 1 minute. You feel me? You know, fights happen fast. So JT running around the crowd because it's a big ass crowd, throw his backpack off. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Y'all ain't about to jump my nigga. When I say the whole crowd turned around like this nigga was like Jesus, the nigga that was trying to scoop me, let me go. Nigga, everybody walked the other way, then the police pulled up. And I'm like, that's why I'm like, nigga, I owe that nigga one. So that's why I'm like, I always, you know what I'm saying, I fuck with 4-2. You know what I'm saying? So off that shit, then it's like as far as gutter boys go, them niggas is like kind of like us in a way, but in their own way, because them niggas always been solid with each other. Like they had their own little feuds and shit that went on, but them niggas ain't never like, you ain't never seen them niggas diss each other on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like we joke, but them niggas just be like, they keep their shit like, you know what I'm saying, tight knit. So it's like when fucking with like Bud, like I don't really know him like that, but like Will and DP and shit, them niggas like I fuck with. So like seeing how them niggas was, and them niggas short, like Bud and Will, them niggas had like respect, like they was tall or some shit.
That's my little cousin, man. Shout out Gutter Boy Will, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Will. I met Quanco. Cool. How you say the nigga name? I don't know, dog. I only met him once.
My base, them my little cousins, man.
I was driving Uber and shit, and you know how them niggas, they gotta keep their antennas up. So he like, yeah, you know, we just chopping up. He like, where you from? I'm like, shit, I'm from the east side. I'm like, I'm from A-Mile, whoop-de-whoop. I picked cuz up fucking on Ross. So we just chopping up. He like, yeah, whoop-de-whoop, you know, like, who you know? Because he like, when he hear A-Mile, this nigga like, okay. He like, who you know? I'm like, nigga, I don't mind up telling him Sandy, and I'm like, Sandy, my nigga, whoop-de-whoop. Then he started talking about Peasy. I'm like, Peasy, my nigga, too, whoop-de-whoop. You know what I'm saying? Through all that shit, because, you know, I used to be on the Grove, and then Snoop was a hustle king, so Peasy was always around before Peasy even rapped. So we just chopping up. Then I ended up calling Sandy, and Sandy ended up chopping it up with the nigga, and we were smooth off that. And then we just, you know, had like a dog ass conversation after that. Then he was like a smooth ass nigga. So then like I ain't know who the nigga was, but after that I ended up figuring out who the nigga was, and I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying, dog, a solid nigga. But yeah, he rapping now because he was saying like, you know, he had put me hip, like we played his video with Peasy. I'm like, nigga, you need to push with this shit. Will was still locked up. And he was like, yeah, I'm gonna do something. So right now he dropping. So shit, hopefully dog keep dropping, cause shit, like, you know, shit, 4-2, they coming. Cheese need to keep dropping too.
5, 6, 7, 4. We already here, baby.
Yeah, we here. For
You
sure,
feel me?
for sure.
This
So,
shit up.
All gang in this bitch.
This shit up.
So what you think about the Tory Lanez situation with cause he just got charged?
That nigga funny to me, bro.
Yeah, he got charged.
I'm saying though, they don't remind you of nobody.
Oh, shooting somebody in the foot. Somebody got shot in the foot.
Man.
You know how easy it is to shoot a nigga in the foot unintentionally?
It was my mistake, man. It was my mistake, bro.
Hey, what the fuck was going on with you, dog? Like, what was you thinking when the whole situation went down?
So I told him, you can shoot me back, bro.
I remember that. Everybody was telling me that part.
I'm like, go ahead, shoot me back, bro. Fuck it. I was high as hell, man. Too many motherfucking E-pills back in the day, man. That was like 2008. 2000. No, I'll take that back. It was 2012, 11, some shit like that. Yep. Pop little bro in the toe. Big toe.
Not
Right
put
through
a hole in the
right
floor
through-
and all that shit.
Right through the white ones.
I'd have kept them shoes. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I don't know what the fuck he did with them bitches ball. They white ones. You know what we do with them, but he threw them bitches right in the garbage. So
how long was that nigga mad at you, or he just played it cool?
We was high that night, so he wasn't mad for real. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
He like, bitch. Like, damn, bro. So I'm glad I shot him in the toe, not, you know what I'm saying, because I was pointing that bitch at everybody else, and I was just, I forgot I had loaded that bitch. I was aiming that bitch at my cousin's head and shit. You feel?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome tripping shit, bro. That's why I don't be.
You always had bad luck with guns.
Man, the 2 gun cases, all that shit.
I was just talking to this nigga in the kitchen. He walked outside and went to jail.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga walked right
I
outside.
caught 2 gun cases on the same
Went to
block,
jail,
bro.
dog. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, what
On
the
the
fuck
same
you get?
fucking block.
So how y'all niggas do y'all time?
I've been to the joint twice. You feel me?
So was you in that bitch reading, or you was doing hard time?
Hell no, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? Nowadays, man, like, well, my first situation fucking with these niggas, now that it's over with, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I had to go do some little bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker tried to play crazy, but now that it's over, you know what I'm saying? But like shit, doing that shit, that shit wasn't nothing stressful because I had motherfuckers behind me, you feel me?
What was your favorite meal in that bitch?
Shit, none of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how niggas be making cook-ups and shit? Niggas be coming home making jail tacos and shit.
I ain't had to go to the chow hall too much. Always ate good. You feel what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to remember that shit unless I had to.
My point, that's why I don't let niggas make me make cook-ups. Niggas be like, hey, let me make you. I'm like, no, nigga, you ain't about to make me no motherfucking cook-up.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying?
Some days I have my days on the bitches.
Them bitches do be good. You know what I'm saying? But at that point in time, I ain't like none of that shit.
I feel you on that.
Hell no, I ain't even going through your mind.
Y'all read some books in that bitch?
Yeah, that's what I did my most reading it was in prison.
What was your favorite book to read in that bitch?
Or James Patterson's.
Yeah, a lot of niggas say James Patterson.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy though? A lot of Detroit niggas ain't fucking with Donald Goines, but all of New York and out of town niggas love Donald Goines. And it seemed like it's always a New York nigga make a Donald Goines movie.
It was crazy too though because this little bitch, she wrote a book and I was in the motherfucker and she sent it to me. She sent me the book while I was in the joint. You feel me? So it's called Return to Dangerous Territory. The bitch was called. But at first I thought I was the shit because I was in that book and I couldn't get past that book and my motherfucking mentally so motherfucking low thinking because I'm in this book. When I finally read something fucking with James Patterson, like that nigga made me actually want to read. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. That shit turned me up for real.
Oh shit. I don't think the first book I read was about a slave that was from France, and then her slave master took her to America, and she seen how slavery was in America. And then it was I partially read some book. It was about like a black cowboy. You feel me? And then it was like I started reading like hood books, like Alpha Phi Fucking, True to the Game and shit like that.
Yeah, that bitch hood.
Yeah, so you know I read them ones, and then I fucking like got into like real books. Like I like autobiographies. It's gonna be like that's like my favorite genre of books. I like self-help books. Like
autobiographies of what, like musicians or just period.
Overall, I like niggas that tell real stories. Like Ja Rule, he got a good book, but like being a man, I know he loved the fuck out of his wife, so he was like sugarcoating a lot of shit because you know what I'm saying. The wife.
Did you see that Alpo story?
Yeah.
That bitch was hard.
Yeah.
He told the truth behind that shit.
Yeah. I seen that shit. But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, cuz can't defend himself. You feel me? So shit, dog dead. So he can't defend
can't say like he lying?
Yeah. You know, because you know it can be a situation where Alpo could have been one to run off with the bag. And Alpo like, nigga, you taxing me, but we don't know for sure. You The only thing that'll bite Alpo in the ass if he lied, and that'll fuck up his deal. But you know what I'm saying? It's common what Alpo said Rich did. And if Rich did what he did, which was a hoe too. You feel me? But it's hard to blow your man over some shit like that because you already rich. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like you starving.
That's like us in a situation. Like, bitch, that
I'm just
we
not
gonna say
fucking with
something.
it. Yeah.
We gonna say something. No, it's not gonna go to where a motherfucker got to go. Like, bitch, I know that 35165 $165, bitch. You feel
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Where is it from? I'm saying, like, bitch, you my baby. You know what I'm saying? But like that, I think how you feel. You saying you right? Like, I think it's some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog line, like, no, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you gotta think if he hit that nigga with that amount of shit that he said he hit him off with. You know what I'm saying? Like, you my mans. Why am I about to put this shit that you want to know? You feel what I'm saying? And we operate how we operate.
See, the thing is, though, Rich was in New York and Cuz was in D.C. You see what I'm saying? So Al Porter Rat was in D.C. And you don't know what my bag is. And you know, back then, the men, they took care of women. There wasn't no such thing as tricking back then. You see what I'm saying? All your hoes was good. Nigga, Nikki Barnes had one of his side bitches change her last name to Barnes. You feel me? And they whacked that bitch while he was locked up. So it was like a lot of shit happened because it took Nikki Barnes 5 years to
Alpo stopped going to DC because he got plugged in after a while. Mitch gave him a whole situation that
no.
Mitch gave him
That's what he was at. He
gave him a whole situation that a nigga refused. And he offered another nigga. He offered it to another nigga. And Alpo like, shit, fuck it, nigga, I'll take it. He offered him a whole situation.
Yeah, he did. But then after that, he was like he went back to DC. But no, Raymond Edmonds or whatever the cuz name was had DC. But he went back to DC. That was the thing, because at first Alpo was fucking with heroin, and then he had to find a loop with cocaine. They got like documentaries on this shit where Dog was in prison breaking the shit down. Then Dog got out of prison to make a documentary and talk about the whole situation because the black hand, all that shit. But yeah, it's a lot of shit with that situation. But Alpo was in DC because Alpo came to New York to pick up the work to go back to DC. Because Alpo he went into wholesale. Rich was breaking that shit down.
Wholesale and out of town shit only. That's what he was saying. He said I was only doing wholesale and out of town shit only. Them was his nigga exact words. He was like, I wasn't doing bottles no more. I was doing wholesale out of town shit only.
Yeah, so that's how that shit was playing. But the crazy shit with them niggas is like a lot of niggas got stories like that, but a lot of niggas curious because they see niggas getting money at a low scale. You see what I'm saying? Like, and the biggest thing in Paid in Full as a man, we was like, where Cuz was like, nigga, you say you getting all this money, but your mama's still in the projects. Well, Apple, you know what I'm saying, his uncle was chopping it up with him. And I'm like, man, that shit crazy, because I'm like, nigga, you got to get your people out of the line of fire.
Fix.
And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand in the hood, to make money, you got to look like money. You know what I'm saying? You don't like, if you the plug, you don't want to talk to no dirty looking ass motherfucker. I don't give a fuck how many bricks Dog buy, how many pills Dog buy, you know what I'm saying? How good Dog rap, you gonna look at Dog like funny, like Dog, why, like you can't buy no clothes. You feel me? You ain't even gotta be in the fly as shit. So that's basically what that shit is. So sometimes niggas gotta keep their fronts up to get their bucks up. But I feel like them niggas was in position to get their people out the hood. And that's like one of the worst eras because, like, I say from like the 70 hustlers to the hustlers and like to like the early 2000s, they should have bought like all the hoods up. Like as far as like the buildings and all that shit, and we'd have had a better infrastructure because that's all Trump people did. They had whorehouses and all that shit, and then they end up turning that shit legit and then buy Trump Towers. So that's why I'm like, I be telling people, hey, buy real estate.
Yeah. That's for sure. That's the next thing we already on, man.
Yeah, on your shit. You gonna end up dropping some shit? Skits, you got some shit in the bag?
Got some shit on the way, man. Shout out to my nigga Melly Mill from the War. He's from War Melly Mill. We got some shit cooking up, man.
I'm supposed to interview dog. I ain't know him like that, but then when you start chopping up like all the East Warren niggas, I don't know him. So I was just naming niggas like, yeah, them whoopty whoop and all them. I'm like, yeah, them niggas my dogs. So it's like a lot of my East Warren niggas from Finney, and then it's like I ain't really like hang over there. And it was like certain 7 Mile niggas I went to school with was cool with them niggas. So that neighborhood shit is small. Y'all niggas gotta get out the hood. Cause it was like shit, like it was niggas we was beefing with in the hood where we go downtown and then niggas be your best friend. You see a nigga in the club, nigga, we outnumber, nigga, we standing by each other. You know what I'm saying? Cause it be like shit, at this point, ain't nobody kill nobody, that shit, nigga, we gotta make it out this
Motherfuckers at the point now to shit. And you see me, we all family. You feel me? So we move like a motherfucking muscle. You feel me? All these motherfuckers that don't take that shit serious and call us a gang or motherfucking mafia or whatever the fuck they call it. Man, we a motherfucking family. You feel me? Some of these motherfuckers in this family got talent. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, yeah, they from any other part. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? From different parts of the D. You know what I'm saying? But losing a motherfucker that we all love, you know what I'm saying? A couple motherfuckers that we all love brought us together, made us a motherfucking muscle.
Like, for instance, right? I ain't know Jeff like that. I've been around Jeff probably like 4 or 5 times. You feel me? But I could say RIP to dog. You know what I'm saying? Genuinely, just based off how his family carry.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say I'm Jeff Mobb, but I wouldn't let a nigga throw no salt on cuz name. You feel me? Because I ain't know him. But I know niggas that love him. And it's niggas I love that love him.
That's my baby, yeah.
You feel me? So with Reub, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's niggas on Jeff end that never knew Reub, that, you know, just Jeff Mobb. You feel me? But like Reub Gang, like nigga.
Every nigga that's in Jeff Mobb, no Reub.
Alright, so with Reub, you know what I'm saying? Reub Gang, nigga.
Man, that shit is
it's a family. It's not no gang. It's just like, nigga, you lost your man and it's Reub
Gang. Jeff Mobb, that's
so like what you
that
call
shit like your mama
like,
side of the
if y'all
family,
motherfuckers that's watching, if y'all motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, y'all motherfuckers that's watching, would y'all consider somebody mother, you know what I'm saying, a gang banger, you know what I'm saying, they're just like Reub Gang, bitch, nigga, I lost my son. You feel me? Because, you know, that's auntie.
It's 5, 6, 7 folks, man.
So that's just how it is. So niggas be just getting fucking confused and thinking certain shit like, you know, Crip blood. No, it's just niggas end up having feuds.
We ain't beefing with nobody. We come and do shows. My babies out here doing their thing. It's on the floor.
Definitely on the floor. If the ticket right, you know, the ticket right.
We trying to get up out this bitch.
I feel that. So shit. Shit. Speaking of that shit, anybody y'all niggas want to work with? Cause I know you gonna fuck with 4-2. You gonna do your thing with them niggas. And shit, outside the camp, anybody you want to work with you?
Shit. As far as on the rapping shit,
yeah.
I don't really want to.
The
only person I want to fuck with, right, is the motherfuckers in my camp right now.
Yeah, that's all I
Hey,
want
like,
to fuck with.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they can focus on.
Babies and all,
everybody doing their thing.
You know what I'm saying? Work with my circle. I ain't
really
in that shit for real like that to be.
Man, you might as well. I be telling niggas, look, nigga, you got a bag. Like right now, my following ain't that big, but I'm like, I know some big niggas. So I'm like, right now, I'm like building my shit up. Before I want to lean on my name.
The nigga ain't even heard me yet, man. Ain't even heard me yet, man.
I did that shit.
Niggas know you off looks, bro. I'm telling you, nigga. You think you ain't in bitches group chat, nigga?
Off the
fits, just off in pictures.
off bail, man. I got
nigga, one time, I was about to say, nigga, one time
for myself.
One time,
nigga, they ain't heard me on no. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't heard me rap, but when they get into that, it's gonna be on that, and I'm working with everybody in my team.
Cause I was about to say, nigga, all fist. This nigga came through this
That's
bitch with
really
the
him.
Burberry
I
boots.
don't
Nigga, ain't no
Yeah.
snow. This nigga look like, man, show them bitches.
Man.
He came through this bitch, nigga.
Nah,
R.P.
you know how
Rude.
we
My
play
nigga love
this
some
shit,
Burberry.
man. You know what I'm saying? Palm Angel.
All this nigga did was go to the gas station and pull up over here. He didn't know he was coming over here. But yeah, that's just how that shit be. Me, I prefer to dress casual, but I ain't been going to no casual places.
I miss the movies, bro.
The movies, me too.
I miss the movies.
Y'all ever fucked in the movies?
Man, I ain't do that shit.
Man,
No cap.
I'm
I ain't gonna cap.
Hey, look, you with your chick, nigga. Ain't nobody in the movie theater, nigga. Boing, my light bulb go off.
I said all these wild.
I just had to put it out there.
God damn.
Yeah, look. Every time a nigga bring, like, even a woman, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna throw her under the bus, nigga. Every time somebody bring their woman, nigga, they be like, I can't. They be like, fifth? You remember Dave Chappelle? He was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth? Nigga, that shit in the past, nigga. If it happened, it happened. Nigga, you ain't gotta drop them niggas. You gotta go in detail.
That one the point.
I get what you're saying, though. I'm just fucking with you. You know, we got some.
Wild boy.
Yes, nigga.
You is a wild boy.
Hey, with Tiger off parole, that nigga said the same shit.
Man, I free my baby Ty, free
Free
KP, free Jello, man.
Free game, nigga.
Free the game, man.
Free
real, free
walk
reach.
them home, dog.
You wouldn't understand. My nigga Dog just came home.
Doggy just came home.
This shit on the flow, man.
Free Ralph, shit.
Free Ralph,
Black
man.
Gully, nigga. Shit, I got a
True.
lot of niggas on. Man, nigga be saying free all fucking day, shit. Like, shit, free everybody that ain't rape nobody. For real.
I told this nigga
No, I'm just saying, it's like certain shit you be like, nigga, this nigga is really in jail for this. You feel me?
Nigga blow.
Free Rob. It's on the flow.
Free my nigga Rose. Free money. Free the gang, man. Tell everybody come to fuck.
Yeah, Rose walking that bitch down. Rose a solid nigga.
Rose a real
Ain't
nigga.
one.
Yeah, I met that nigga. He was solid from the day I met that nigga.
Free Hitman. You know what I'm saying?
Free Hitman, man. We got a lot of niggas in the can, bro.
For real.
A lot of niggas, bro.
Man, it'd be
Hate that
funny
shit.
when you talk to a nigga and like KP nigga, I went to go visit that nigga like I think like a month or two after he got locked up. The nigga had like 2 new tattoos. And then this nigga loves snacks. This nigga smuggled fucking toffee or some shit into his fucking pocket. Nigga like, hey yeah, this shit was made here, nigga. I'm like, what? How the fuck you get that? Like, man, this nigga dog. This nigga like, yeah, I just got this. I'm like, dog, you blowing through your commissary money fast than a bitch. Like,
That shit be like that in there, man.
Yeah, definitely. But I was a snowman in that bitch, so my shit was like Walmart in that bitch. I wasn't tripping. Everything I ate, I gave out, made my money back off that shit.
yeah, I feel that. Man, that's just shit, just how that shit go. That's why I'm like, a lot of dudes and people in general, they want to thug, but they don't understand that, like, if you fucked up on the streets and you tied to some fucked up people, nigga, you gonna be fucked up when you go to prison.
Yeah, facts.
Unless you know how to hustle, unless you know how to play cards or gamble real good, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be fucked up in that bitch.
No, I don't see too many motherfuckers survive in prison without nobody without no backbone. You know what I'm saying? With no motherfucker body being in there. So if any of you bitches out there, you know what I'm saying, dogging a nigga while you in the joint, bitch, you wrong. Cause that's a dog. That's like a stage below death. Like
Pimp C put me onto that shit.
You feel me? That's a fucked up situation.
Yeah, Pimp C got I think he was either on Ludacris shit or he was talking. He was like, nigga, if all you can give is a letter, nigga, get that bitch.
You feel me? You feel me?
Cause
especially if a nigga was holding it down and doing what the fuck he was supposed to out here. You feel what I'm saying? Then.
But a lot of these niggas is suckers, bro. A lot of these niggas, like some of the dudes in prison, like, you know, when we say free niggas, free money and all them niggas be solid niggas, but some of these niggas be fucked up. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you try to go on a run and your mama done put her house up. You a bitch ass nigga. I'm just saying, some of them niggas they be like, nigga, if you fucked up in prison, nigga, it's because you did some whole shit. Nigga can.
Shout out to Reub, man. Rip my baby, man.
Yeah.
Rip my motherfucking baby.
For sure. Shit, y'all, any singers, anybody y'all niggas want to work with?
Like that.
Any singers, anybody y'all want to work with?
Any singers?
Yeah.
So you gotta understand, Cass, that's his lane. You feel me?
Like
what is you? You just an extra cool ass nigga?
I just be chilling, you know what I'm saying? I fall back, you feel me? Like, I come with it, you know what I'm saying? I come with
he offer to that shit, man.
You might as well.
He offer to that
I
shit.
come
He already got a song
yo shit, nigga. You
already got a
connected
song,
to all the niggas that's popping, all the niggas that's running the east side.
Yeah, but that's what they do. You feel me? I come when they call, you feel me, and they need niggas, but I'm not. That ain't what my energy is. You feel me? Like, I got a whole lot of energy that's going, you know what I'm saying, in a whole lot of other places. You know what I'm saying? Like making sure everybody's straight, making sure my cousins straight, making sure I'm motherfucking circle, you know what I'm saying, on point how we supposed to be. You feel me?
All right, so we all got on glasses, and I know you got multiple pairs and shit. I got a few pairs and shit. But what's your favorite glasses?
My favorite glasses are my big C's, my wires, Cardis.
Mine, the one I lost mine in the ocean in Miami. My black ones with the diamonds through them bitches. I had the 30s in them bitches.
You jumped in the ocean?
Oh man, I was getting off the jet skis after doing my thing on the bitches, and I grabbed them so we can leave and get back to shore. And the motherfucking whole little pedal boat thing too, though. Lost my purse.
I know how to swim. That's why I'm like, I'm glad.
I know how to swim like a motherfucker, but it was over.
That bitch was sexy too.
It was over for them bitches.
I would have been sick.
Man, there's so much shit in them waters.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit, you know, niggas still be finding fucking like bootleg liquor in the Detroit River and shit.
They dump some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna find a whole.
So what you got on, Cash? What you working with over there, man?
Shit, I got on some vintage wires and shit. I like to stand out because, like how you say, niggas from you know what I'm saying, you get inspiration.
Yeah.
My shit was June. You feel me? Like Dare to Be Different. I never seen June in some yays that somebody else had. So it's like, you know, the yays he was buried in, them bitches buried. You feel me? But the yays he got robbed in, like if I see a nigga today with them bitches on, I feel like they June.
Them bitches was sexy as hell.
Man, I'm telling you, the woods, nigga.
The pretty as woods, and it was nice and heavy.
See, I got the wire around the rim. June ain't had no wire around his rim.
Them bitches was wet, bro.
Yeah, so June always had some shit, and them bitches fit his face.
With the diamonds on them bitches, I had them bitches.
Yeah,
the bitches was sexy as hell.
Yeah, that's the ones he got buried. That's on wires.
So you know what I'm saying. So I like the wires. I like certain buffs and shit too.
Yeah,
I like certain lobes,
you gotta love
the shades, but
you gotta love these, man.
I just like for me to do some buffs. I gotta find me the right lenses.
Let's go with everything, man. You can't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like I gotta switch up the lenses.
These bitches already know that.
I can't do the traditional lenses.
They already know that though. White stick.
Like even with Reub, nigga, Reub got flamed so much, nigga switched his lenses. Nigga had the red lenses. Niggas was like, nigga, that nigga switched his lens.
See, I gotta go darker with mine on these, but I like that's why I say my wire's my favorite one. Like the tint already ready on them. I'm thinking about throwing some ice in them. You know what I'm saying? The black ones just gonna stay how they is, stay playing.
Cause I'm like, shit, I'm just run with the Ventures boys. But shit, when I be out of town, I be seeing so many niggas with like fake fucking glasses. I'm like, man, y'all niggas get attention with them bitch ass. Like you would not get flamed.
That's what worked for them, but they better stay out of town with that shit.
Yeah, like Atlanta, nigga, Atlanta, you be seeing niggas, man. I'm telling you, I'ma say it. Atlanta, I ain't even gonna lie. What's the name be on they shit too? Them niggas gonna make you want to step your shit up. Them St. Louis niggas. Them St. Louis niggas, they on nigga. Like how we wear Jordans, them niggas want to wear Ferragamo, all that shit.
I've been fucking with the Memphis niggas lately. I like
my mama from Memphis.
Yeah, Pooh Shiesty and motherfucking Big 30
I fuck with them
niggas. Yeah, man. Them niggas going crazy right now.
I don't really I ain't never I was supposed to go to Memphis, but I stayed up here to fuck with like some hoes. One of my aunties passed. Her funeral was in Memphis. I stayed up here to my great aunties. I stayed up here to do some bullshit. But shit, I already know my cousins in Memphis on some bullshit. They do that heavy gang banging shit. They full contact sport in Memphis too. I fuck with their music shit. When we was a kid, niggas sipping on some scissor. You know what I'm saying? Then Gotti came through, so it's like shit. You had all different types of shit
right now, man.
Dolph dropped a fire album. That nigga Dolph said one of the hardest lines a nigga could say this year. That nigga say, "You ain't shit if your son don't want to be just like you." Nigga, what can you say harder than that? Like, nigga, he said that shit this year. Nigga, then they interviewed him on the Breakfast Club. He was like, nigga, when I'm throwing my daughter up in the air, my son want to throw my daughter up in the air. Nigga, if I'm outside playing basketball, nigga, my son want to shoot the ball. You feel me?
That's some real shit, but you know.
Yeah, it's like if you on your shit, like nigga, because I remember how I felt when I was a kid before I knew my pops was
harder
on
than my
bullshit.
nigga Gotti though.
Gotti came hard as hell.
Gotti
What was
turned.
Gotti last album? I can't think of it.
I can't even
Untrapped. Untrapped.
Yeah, that
Untrapped,
shit.
that shit was
But
crazy.
I wouldn't even necessarily say the music though. I'm talking about how this nigga came through.
I like
our
that
shit.
recession proof shit.
Yeah.
How he came through our city, you know, some kicked it down this bitch. You
That
feel me?
recession
Yeah.
shit, that recession.
But dog do it in a lot of cities. Yeah, that recession proof shit
Man,
crazy.
he going
Crazy. Yeah, so I give it a Gotti. See, I admire both of them niggas because you got to think about it. Both of them niggas independent. Both of them niggas didn't stand on next to no nigga to pop. It was just they vibe and niggas fucking with them. You feel me? So like Dolph did it completely independent his whole way. Gotti bought himself out his deal, and you know what I'm saying. So Gotti is a senior, so he is a model for young Dolph. You feel me? But 3-6 is a model for what's the name? Because a lot of niggas don't look at like DJ Paul and Juicy J like that, but Juicy J and DJ Paul probably got way more money than a lot of the rap niggas that these niggas look up to.
I can see Juicy J.
And they didn't have no publishing deal.
Who was
like
DJ Paul though?
DJ Paul was the nigga with the
3-6
short
Mafia.
3-6 Mafia. Yeah.
Okay, well they both got some money, bro.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So a lot of niggas don't they don't know. Then it be niggas behind the scene, like you know what I'm saying. So shit, look at Tata. A lot of niggas don't know Tata. I know Tata, nigga from Jay-Z. You feel me? Cause Tata supposed to was behind like the Neo first album. So it's like shit. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find your lane and do it. Everybody ain't meant to be a rapper. Everybody ain't meant to be a singer. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas is meant to connect dots. If you can get paid to connect dots, nigga, connect them bitches.
You already know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because you be like, shit, I know this nigga from over here. Hey, my nigga, this what cuz trying to pay, nigga. What can I get out this bitch? You feel me? Because I know this your price. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? It ain't even got to be on no middleman shit. Nigga, just pay me for my service.
Don't count the middleman now.
I don't know why do people always knock the middle?
I'm not knocking it. I'm saying like
I know you're not knocking. I'm just saying why do in general like why do
I don't know because it's an opportunity.
Niggas hate that shit.
Because my shit,
he know what he get from you, man.
No,
the fuck.
My only problem with middlemans be if they stunt the growth of the opportunity. So if you're a middleman and you stunt the growth of the opportunity, you fucking up. But if you're a middleman and you are opportunist and you take advantage of the opportunity, it shouldn't be shit wrong with it. You feel me? Because you put this nigga up, and then the connect is up. Everybody good. But if you like shit, your number's so fucking crazy, the nigga be like, shit, I can't buy all these from the connect. I can't get all these. So you stunting the growth, nigga. Get what you can get.
I get where you going with it.
Get out the way so everybody can blow. And then make sure you find a way, you know what I'm saying, you fall on your feet where you can blow. Don't
right.
just...
But the middle...
Sometimes the middleman be the nigga...
That's a nigga that's just trying to get over.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
and them niggas ain't go eat.
Right.
The middleman is gonna give it to you, nigga, just for a little bit.
That's a manager. That's what I mean by the manager. Like, you know, my percentage. That's all the manager is. You know what I'm saying? A manager or a talent agent, all them. That's all the niggas is. It definitely ain't. You know what I'm saying? That's what like the game is to be sold, not told. So that's some shit you learn when you first get off the porch. So it's just like shit. I ain't got no problem with that because it's a situation where a nigga be like, shit, nigga, I'm gonna introduce you to my man, but every time you go to my man, nigga, you need to, tap your pockets for me. And it can be some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a situation where a nigga say a price that discouraged me to fuck with a nigga. And then I end up meeting a nigga and I'm like, damn, I could have been fucking with you all along, but you know what I'm saying? So it all varies. So it can be a middleman, it can be a nigga that's broke on the couch. You know what I'm saying? That
But nowadays, anyway, man, it's hard to be a middleman anyway. You can just go on Instagram and find a nigga.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hit your ass damn up your this damn self. What's up, my guy? My guy. Cuz I'm saying, hey. You hear me?
Real.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
So
shit
what
wild.
advice would y'all give like the youth that ain't got no records, that ain't never really been in no real trouble, their name ain't fucked up, they ain't gotta get no sponges. You know what
Go
I'm
to
saying?
school. Finish that shit.
No,
Hey.
fuck that. They need to hear that raw shit.
Man, they need to take their ass to school. Finish the school. You hear me? Finish that bitch, bro.
Finish that shit.
And then just, you know what I'm saying?
Virtual.
I wish my OG would have told me about credit and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have, man, this shit would have been up there.
You feel me?
I would have been had cribs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That shit.
That's why, like, when every time I talk to you, I tell your ass.
Take your ass to school.
I always tell you that shit.
Take your ass to
Take
school.
your ass.
Because I'm like, I ain't got the bag right now, but like, if I had it,
and if your situation ain't that,
if your situation ain't that, and you got good credit, you gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? As long as you in a position where you can keep getting some money and you got good credit, nigga, you gonna be straight. But if you in a situation where you got good credit and you make poor decisions, your credit gonna be bad.
Take your ass to school.
I'm trying to tell you.
And then tell your dogs and all them motherfuckers to take their ass to school, nigga. Being smart is cool, because when you start losing homeboys and homegirls, people you fucking with get caught in the crossfire.
That's what I be saying about the fake rap shit. You feel? That's what making the kids thinking this shit. They thinking it's like, nigga, this shit is fucked up.
Man, they got this picture where it's a dude standing by himself, right? And then, like, in the reflection in the water, you can see all his homeboys. And he, like, you know what I'm saying, the only one, like, standing. And I'm sitting there like, nigga, I'm seeing pictures where it's like, such and such. I got homeboys.
I got pictures like that.
Yeah, I got homeboys that got pictures where they the only person that's living in the picture.
I hate that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
When I see a nigga upload a picture, I'm like, man, that shit crazy.
We still young, bro. We ain't down to old age.
Yeah, because the first time I lost a homeboy, it was to cancer when I was 14. You feel me? So, a lot of y'all niggas, like, all that beef shit, all that internet shit, nigga, fuck some hoes and take your ass home. Go to school, do all that shit. School ain't hard. You go every day, you gonna be caught up.
Ain't shit out here.
Nigga, you can pass with a D average.
All the shit you doing, you gonna be able to do it when the time comes. You hear me?
Yeah, that shit way easier. Cause nigga, the one thing that I did like about going to school and E-course, their lunches was better. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't eat Detroit lunches till I went to high school. Like the lunches you had to pay for, all that shit. That's what I ate.
The only time I ate the Detroit lunches was nigga.
Pizza
on a Friday. All right.
Pizzas and chicken nuggets.
Pizza day, man.
Pizza and chicken nuggets.
Motherfucker.
My uncle was fucking a lunch egg. Nigga, I was getting what's the name? I was getting extra nuggets. Yeah.
And elementary and middle school, I ate all that shit. In high school, I didn't too much eat that shit.
I
used to go to like.
I used to eat all the snacks and drinks and juices and shit, bro. I just eat any sweet shit on a little tray and drink the juices, bro.
That's one thing that nigga Flav used to do.
No other shit they used to have.
I remember this nigga Flav brought everybody in the lunchroom lunch. And I told this nigga, I'm like, bro, I get what you doing, but nigga, one day you ain't gonna have no money, you gonna come to me. None of these niggas got shit. Cause I'm like, the same niggas that ask me for $1 every day, ask me for a fucking $1 every day, bro. Niggas ain't gonna be able to do shit. Like my first nigga that I was fucking with at Finney, this nigga took all my money in dice, right? Nigga took I'm talking about my bus fare, nigga. I'm thinking I'm about to have to walk home from Finney to the crib. Nigga gave me all my money back. I ain't asking for my shit back, but he was like, man, you a cool ass nigga. I ain't gonna do you like that. But he ain't know he took my bus fare. You feel me? He ain't know where I was from or nothing. I'm like, man, thank God, bitch, because I was about to walk from Finney to the crib.
How you get your money?
Shooting dice.
Yeah, you ever used to get bullied, man?
No, I ain't got bullied. I used to get snuck.
Nigga used to be sneaky. You like,
Yeah.
damn,
Nigga.
that's bullying.
It ain't. Bullying is what you accept. Bully happen when you duck rat. When you scared of a nigga. When you dodging a nigga. That's bullying.
Damn.
You feel me? Bullying is some shit. You like, damn, I'm gonna walk this way. I ain't going that way.
Was you able to catch him?
Nah, I'm about to tell you. Nigga, every time a nigga snuck me, they had like so many people behind me, I got the fuck on. So it's like, I'm gonna tell you, when I went to Genesis, nigga, a nigga snuck me. Nigga, we squared up. Nigga, it was some milliseconds. I wouldn't even say it was a whole second. We squared up. And then next thing you know, the whole circle like started like trying to rush me. I got the fuck on. And then when I was at Finney, a nigga snuck me on Casual in Southampton. Nigga, I ran across the street because I'm like, there's too many people behind me. So I turned around, nigga, it seemed like the whole school started trying to chase me. I got the fuck on. So then it was like the situation I happened with JT. But no, I wouldn't say I got bullied because I wasn't like ducking niggas. Because I'm like, when a nigga snuck me and I ran to Casual and fucking Harper, nigga, I went to school the next day prepared for all the bullshit. You feel me? But I'm like, my problem was niggas waited too late to try to jump me. I wanted niggas to try to jump me instantly. You feel me? Niggas waited till after school.
Oh, yeah, stamina went down?
No, it wasn't my stamina. It was just, you mentally prepared. You got, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got your little weapon or whatever you got right there. You feel me?
Walking past niggas like,
yeah. I ain't know because I ain't from my hood. I ain't from that hood. So to this day, the nigga that snuck me never, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, yeah. Ain't no nigga ever be like, nigga, I snuck you because of this. You feel me? So that's just what it was. But I'm like, oh, the hustle boy niggas instantly like hit me up on Crush Spot, like, hey nigga, why the fuck you run, whoopty whoop, all this shit. So it was like some of the hustle boys that hit me up was from 6 Mile, some of them niggas was from East Warren. You know what I'm saying? Free on hustle boy boss hog Marty too. He locked up with Lil Reub. So that's what that situation was. But like with being bullied, it'd be like, I feel like that's duck and rape. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never dug no nigga. I ain't never not went to school.
You never dug no nigga for no pay?
Pay for nothing. That's why my name J Cash. Nigga, nigga can't never say I owe them money. Mm-hmm. If I ever fucked up a bag, nigga knew they was gonna get their money. I'm like, hey nigga, I'm gonna figure this shit out. You feel me? You know, I tell a nigga straight up like, hey, I ain't gonna have it when you think I'm gonna have it, but nigga, you gonna get your shit. So it's like, I ain't never owed no nigga no money. Cause you know, shit happens. It's just, you know, just being real. You gotta keep it real with a nigga. Cause when you start lying and shit, that's when niggas start anticipating they pay. Mm-hmm. And that's when the niggas start being greasy towards you. So it's like, shit, you never know. Shit, a nigga uncle could steal your bag. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, your auntie, nigga, shit, nigga. You can go somewhere and you don't know what the fuck happened, nigga. Shit, family emergency, nigga. You might have to spend that pay, but it's just, you just gotta have a plan to give a nigga the shit back, because in that situation, somebody giving you an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You burning the bridge. Cause I remember one of the niggas growing up was like, man, you know what I'm saying? I love you, nigga, but I'll fuck you up. And that's why I'm like, I like all the older niggas, you know what I'm saying? I like all the older niggas that I had because they gave me advice I can use. You feel me? And that was some good advice, right? Was that some wrong, or was that wrong, or was that right? Skits, was that wrong, or was that right? That was the right advice. I feel like it was the right advice. I mean, this nigga's over here tickled and shit. Man. Real.
That was just as real as you can get. Like, shit, nigga, I guess, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Cause
that was real. That shit.
Because these niggas
be. But fuck you. That's some shit to tell a nigga.
Yeah, how old was you when you told me?
I said about like, I was about like, I ain't gonna lie, I was about like 15. So it was just like certain shit. I got advice, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even with prison, like, Short and all, you know what I'm saying? Short, Rick, and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas used to be like, and then niggas from the E-course.
Me and Short was bunkies in prison.
Man, show my baby.
I ain't know that shit. You gotta tell me about that shit.
Yeah, man, we was bunkies football like damn near a year in that bitch in prison. Man.
What that shit was like? How you end up in cell with this nigga?
No, I was hoping, and his ass, they had just moved my old bunkie because we was fucking him up at nighttime because he kept snoring, so we used to smack his ass while he was asleep. So he got to telling the guard, so him and Short switched units. Short was walking up the compound and shit. And I'm like, damn, I know this nigga, but he looking different because he had the little prison glow on him, you feel me? I'm like,
prison glow.
For real, because you know how when they go in there, they
get
get their routine down, you feel me? I'm just getting there, you feel what I'm saying? But I don't even remember if he was there or not. But like, shit, nigga, we want, I'm like, dog, where you going? He like, I'm like, you going to the same little situation. I already know you is, because ain't nobody, it wasn't no empty beds in the joint, in the unit and shit. So he like, yeah, I'm like, all right, bet you my bunkie and shit. So he pulled out a couple of shits, you know what I'm saying? You know how motherfuckers is in there, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no snitches in this, you know what I'm saying? He seen what I had beat, I seen what he had, then when I seen Grambus, I'm like, hold the fuck on, you know what I'm saying? So then we got the kick, and he found out who it was, shit, we got to regulate that bitch, you feel me? Ain't nobody had to worry about no dirty balls, no food, no nothing, you feel me? We was in that bitch regulating shit.
What you mean dirty balls?
Like shit, when we got done cooking, a motherfucker knew to wash them balls. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We was feeding motherfuckers, showing a lot of love, you know what I'm saying? Linked with a lot of other East Side niggas in that bitch, but like, shit, at the end of the day, like, motherfucker knew if, like, when it was time for me and Short to have them conversations or put a motherfucker play down or get a motherfucker straight, they knew, like, you ain't getting shit past me, you feel me?
Y'all had to fuck some niggas up in that bitch?
We put a couple niggas in line, you know what I'm saying? I fucked the nigga up, you feel what I'm saying?
Short is a very serious nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why
he's serious when he's joking.
That's why when I fucked the nigga up, I did it the way I did because I didn't want Short to come behind me and go crazy like.
Yeah, because he's serious when he joking.
Yeah, Short. Yeah, he's a strong motherfucker too. You feel me? So I tried to, you know what I'm saying, get the shit under control before Short could get to where the fuck I was at, you feel me? Yeah. So by the time Short got there, he seen that I already got this nigga together. We can get the fuck up. Yeah.
Because I remember Short was telling me he had a cellie that was like stealing cars and shit. And his cellie was like a smart ass nigga, but he wasn't like no street nigga, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, a nigga was in that bitch trying to get that nigga to give him head or some shit. And then Short was like, he told the nigga, he checked the nigga and he told the nigga like, hey nigga, you can't lift weights with us on the yard.
Yeah, that was at a whole nother joint, probably at the Fed joint.
You went in there then?
Yeah, probably would.
This probably was like, I don't know. This when his baby mama ended up getting out. He had first went back in. Like, through that stint, you probably end up coming. But this, like, when you say that shit happening, he was like, he had just, like, really got in that bitch. Because he was like, you know, some of them niggas you already know. Because, like, shit, if you take a vacation, then you come home, then you go back, you be with some of the niggas you already know. So it was one of them situations.
Yeah, down in that bitch for sure. He ain't let me slip in that bitch. All that extra bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was just in that bitch trying to come home, get back to motherfucking world.
Yeah, because chilling with that nigga told me some stories of hood and prison. I used to be like, man, because he one nigga that's firm on, nigga, you go to prison by yourself. Don't make nobody do your time with you.
I'm telling you.
And that's one thing Shorty always, you know what I'm saying, like instilled in me. So I knew like if I ever had to do a bid, don't make nobody do that bitch day to day.
I guarantee you though, every motherfucking month, Reub sent Short. The money was Reub made so Short was straight every money in that bitch.
Happy birthday, Uncle Reub.
Everybody.
Uncle Reub, man. Happy birthday, my baby. He made so Reub was straight. Short was straight in that bitch. I do remember them money orders, man. First up, my baby.
Man, there's shit like with me, like I'm like,
I gotta
I'm
take
at the
this shot
letter
of tonight too.
Cause I ain't fucking you know what I'm saying, I ain't up like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like certain shit like with KP, I make sure, you know what I'm saying, KP get the books, so that's all he really asks for. Reek don't really ask for nothing. Reek be like, shit, if a nigga send me 25 a month, I'm Gucci. You nigga, you be sending niggas you never knew $25 for this nigga, you know what I'm saying? So you got that shit, then it's like Ty, you know, all Ty want is books.
On top of those reading shit.
Yeah, Ty be knocking shit down. KP trying to learn Spanish and real estate.
Okay.
So this nigga write me some Spanish shit. I'm like, man, what the fuck is up with you? So that's all it is. And then I send them niggas pictures and shit. Like I probably sent him like 12 pictures at a time on this little app. But with KP, I send this nigga like 50, 60 pictures. Man, that nigga be in that bitch geek when he get them pictures and shit. So his wife send him pictures and shit like that. But that shit deep, yeah. Niggas walking that shit down, shit. That shit like work. Ain't nobody got no football numbers. You know what I'm saying? There's only, 2 niggas on the squad with them type of numbers. But shit, we can throw them bitches back the right way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure trying to do that. That's the main move right there.
Reub birthday, you already know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? About to get it in, man.
Man, that nigga was a smooth ass talker, motherfucking
money
sniper
getter,
with
hustler, daddy.
This
You know
nigga
what I'm saying?
was the whipper.
That's my baby, man.
This nigga Reub shit show niggas away, you know what I'm saying? Real estate and buying cars and certain shit.
Yeah.
Reub used to buy shit he ain't need. He like it.
Just buying it, bro.
Yeah.
He bought it to he knew somebody else needed. And they didn't want to buy from him, so that's how he make it.
Yeah. Only thing I hated was when niggas sold the tow truck after he died. Because I'm like, they didn't know how to work that bitch.
Yeah,
if niggas knew how to work that bitch.
That was
niggas was funny as hell. Niggas was picking up holes in the tow truck and all this shit.
I wish they never sold the tow truck.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him. I ain't know how to work it either.
My auntie ain't know what she had at the time. You know how this shit go, under a lot of stress.
Man, all that shit.
All that shit.
It was just the tow
shit
truck.
up on YouTube.
It wasn't like that then. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't know that.
You know,
niggas know like nigga 12,000 niggas sound good.
Then the GPS like that, baby.
When you got like $100 in your pocket, that nigga be like 12,000. That shit sounds so motherfucking Gucci. Cause I remember going around niggas with fool niggas scavengers, and I'm sitting there like, what? You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? So it's just certain situations. You just be like, man. And then, niggas was kids. So it's like Reub was a baby. Mel was a baby. Tanker was probably like 10, 11. So it's like certain shit sound good. But just hindsight, you know what I'm saying, nigga? You can have 12,000 in your pocket right now and be broke because of your bills, your priorities.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
niggas don't be understanding that. They do not understand that.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you somebody honor and you be like, man, I'm taking care of my priorities. The only thing you be thinking like, shit, if I can make this shit flip, and I can, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that you can, then you straight. But other than that, if you gotta pay, you gonna pay that shit. You be like, shit, I'm gonna get that shit back somehow.
I stay thinking about the money, yes.
What y'all think about like deadbeat fathers? Because I know like y'all niggas come from niggas
you don't even see that shit
kids.
For real. Too much nowadays. If you see a deadbeat father nowadays, there's something wrong with that motherfucking female. For real.
Yeah, man.
It's too much going on.
Every nigga, all my niggas take care of their
all
kids.
My niggas take
that's
care
what
of
it
their
is.
I don't know nobody that
Ronette ass told me I was gonna be a breeder. I only got 3 kids. For real. I'm like, shit.
I don't know too many of them motherfuckers, man. But I feel like if it is something out there wanna fuck,
there's a lot of deadbeat mothers that's going under the radar.
That's
what you see, man. You feel me? These hoes out here for
the
these
mamas
likes,
is fucked
man.
up.
These mamas fucked up.
Man, I'm telling you,
doing
nigga.
all kind of shit with these kids, man. They having to use the kids. The kids is a motherfucking paycheck. It's a paycheck.
And then you know what's crazy?
Bitch.
This the era to not do this shit because when A used to be Gucci like the early 2000s, and then it looks like they start cutting back on this shit
now.
Yeah, they taking it back to the 70s.
12 pack of Similac, and that's all you going.
Yeah.
Let me try to put the kids
and
on.
One day, nigga,
something wrong with my baby.
One day, nigga, I seen like you say like 12, nigga. It was like 10 of them bitches in the cart, nigga. Fucking it was like some Gentle Ease and like Kroger parking lot in the cart, nigga. I took them bitches home so fucking fast. I'm like, my son about to try this new milk. We about to see what this shit is like.
That shit costs if you ain't
hell
weight and shit. If you ain't on that shit, man, that shit costs.
Everybody can't get that shit. I feel like shit. Them kids need to get some free milk. Fuck all that shit. They cut your
ass off your baby still in that form. You gotta go get it.
Nigga, that's like buying some Gucci's every month. You feel me?
I be done, bro. I spend niggas rent every day on juice, weed. This shit is up, bro.
What's your favorite strands of weed to smoke? One nigga said his shit was some real Larry.
Man, I'm fucking with this right here. That's my favorite right here. This is what I love smoking. Really. Lemon cherry, white lemon cherry.
Fucking this bitch for me to look at. I was trying to.
I
know you just blew, but it normally be like a crumb in that bitch. Where you can grab a crumb.
Hit the weed.
Nah, I'm not hitting this shit. I ain't gonna hold you up, nigga. I'm gonna be night. I ain't found no weed I can blow. I can do an edible though, and that's when niggas be fucked up about. Niggas be like, how you can do edibles but can't smoke? I'm like, I can control how much I can get high. Nigga, I hit the weed, nigga, it just be a rap. And then y'all niggas be motherfucking just blowing the fuck out of them bitches and just passing. The first time I ever got high, nigga, I was in E-course on the white side. Nigga, I ain't know nothing about magic. It was like 3 going, and I thought them niggas would just kept doing this and shit, but them bitches in rotation. It was hot in a bitch. I had a good high that time, but a lot of times, nigga, I be high, I be wanting to panic. Fucking head be hurting sometimes, and sometimes like my body be all
head was hurting. You wasn't smoking the right shit.
Yeah, that's what they said.
You was smoking some bullshit.
Man,
we just smoking this shit so long. I can just look at weed and just that bitch shit can be 10 feet away. I'm gonna tell you it ain't right. Man, we smoking nothing but good shit. This shit, we treat this shit like the food we eat.
Yeah, I feel that.
We ain't finna put no bullshit. We ain't eat no bullshit. This can't smoke no bullshit.
I feel like shit. What's your favorite belts?
Favorite belts? Shit. I like belts right now. I like Burberry shit, man.
Burberry
They say Burberry quality better than like a lot of.
It is, bro. They
shit.
fucking them up. It's worth every penny, bro. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Burberry fucking them up. Burberry is my favorite belt. I got the Gucci on right now, but Burberry is what it is, man.
I feel like you the same.
Yeah, I fuck with
I like Versace.
I've been going crazy on Burberry. All this
Burberry, bro.
I've been going crazy with this shit. Like for some reason, I don't know.
You already know that was road shit too. You already know.
Yeah. Because that just came to Gucci within like last 2 years. So I want to see how long term how that shit about to play out.
You see who?
Dapper Dan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they been fucking. Yeah. He already put a couple pieces out, I think.
Yeah, he be out suits and all that shit. Yeah. So I'm like, I want to see it like in the long term.
On the high end shit right now.
He the reason why Finny is what it is.
Jump into our lane. Yeah, on that sports shit.
Yeah.
Like on the tracksuits.
You feel me? Hell yeah.
See, he more so like into that shit, like the suit shit. That's where he at right now. But I like you say, I want to see him on the hood shit because
that urban shit.
Yeah, that's how niggas gotta play it. Shit, we about to get out this bitch. We got shit damn near 2 hours worth of this shit. Anything y'all niggas want to shout out? Anything y'all niggas want to say before we get out this bitch?
Shit, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. Jeff my Reub Gang, man.
5674, man.
You know what it is, man.
That's
It's
what
up
it
there.
is. Like, subscribe to Money Don't Sleep Podcast, LLC. Hit that bell, share, leave a comment, and we're gonna leave it at that. Shit, that's how y'all niggas playing it though.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get some more weed too.